Koalas are at risk of becoming extinct in Australia. According to a recent report, the 2019 brush fires resulted in devastating losses to koalas in the region. The fires destroyed up to 81% of koala habitats. Without significant intervention, the animal could become extinct by 2050.
This is extremely concerning, of course, to everybody who cares about koalas, and indeed, from what we heard during the inquiry, of course, that's pretty much everybody in New South Wales and across the world.
The report outlined 42 recommendations to the state government that could be taken to help revitalize the population.